It's a team to the end, to the seat of the age. It's the best podcast all over the place. Too many co-hosts have not body bags. 6 feet under, will you never be found. Step to on your end, don't ride, face down.
This is the part where we do a little fade in for our podcast, when we do a little bit of mumbling before we do an intro. And this is our intro now, coming in. Welcome to 2 Minute Co-Host. I'm your co-host, Alex Outsider, and today we have our co-host, Bartender,
Oh,
co-host Emma.
you haven't thought this through at all.
Usually Gypsy is here, and I usually go to him first, and then I figure it out afterwards. But he's running a bit late, to be fair. So yeah, so now, so Bartender Emma, Fallen,
Yo, how's it going?
co-host The Viz,
Hi, everybody.
co-host Newdori, and we have our new co-hosts, PozR and. Oh yeah, sorry, I fucked it up. Let me just cut that out. And we
Cut this out.
cut this out.
Attention, editor.
I'll fix it in post. And we have our new co-host Slap
How's it going, everybody?
and co-host PozR.
Yo, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. Just doing a podcast. That's all.
Man, great take.
Been pretty great. So, PozR and Slap. I want to start off saying, by asking, what's the weirdest dream that made you go, "What the fuck just happened?" That you recall having in your life?
Why did it involve Dallas being naked?
No, that's tonight's dream.
Absolutely.
That's for after podcast dreams.
Yes, the reason we're asking is before you've had dreams. After the show, you'll have nightmares.
Yeah, yeah, your dreams would be gone.
The childlike wonder will leave your eyes. Be prepared.
Go ahead, Slap.
I guess I'll start with this. Why not? It's pretty much one of the few nightmares I actually remember from when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Where did he touch you?
Well, not quite, but
Was
if
there
anybody's
spit?
ever, no, thankfully. Although I'm
Damn.
sure there's some slime in there that I just don't remember.
Ooh.
But to anybody who's watched like any of the old like Power Ranger shows, it was
Yo.
like I was like hanging around at a park or something, and suddenly this monster shows up, and I'm like going through a jungle gym or some shit trying to get away from it. And while I'm going through it, there's this mirror somewhere in the jungle gym, and as I'm trying to escape from the monster, it sucks me in, and I get trapped in like some other dimension, and I don't fucking remember shit from there.
Ooh.
So the real version of you was trapped behind the mirror, and then we're left with this fuck.
Yeah, we're left with this dude,
Yeah.
making the best of every day.
It's the fucking Twilight Zone type episode right there.
Congrats on
Imagine,
getting
if you will, the world in which has gotten sucked up by a mirror.
Yeah.
I don't know if I really have a weird one.
scary.
Come on,
the-
you've had to
the-
stand in front of a class
stri-
naked once.
But that was not a dream.
It happened in real life. I swear.
Yeah.
That was
They
last
paid
week.
money. No, I think the strangest dream I ever had was I was a kid and my mom used to have like the old Chevy Astro vans.
Mhm.
And in the town that I live in, there's this old iron bridge that just run down, hasn't been used in years.
Oh, I know the Iron Bridge you're talking about too. Is the funny thing. I've lived enough
We're out
inside
driving.
Ohio. I know exactly Cambridge, Ohio, my man.
Oh my god, it's such
Shout
a
out to
terrible place.
Ohio.
Don't do that. It's terrible. Don't live here.
Trust me, Cambridge, Ontario ain't much better.
But yeah, no, we were all in the van. We're out driving, then we just stop at this bridge randomly. My dad gets out of the car, takes my sister out of the car, puts her on the road. He gets back and we just start driving away.
Hmm.
Just just randomly. No idea why. Didn't say anything. And then I just woke up. That is the number one weird dream I've ever had, because I had that dream when I was 8. I'm 27 now, so it's the one dream I can remember.
The reason I brought that up because I had a really weird dream a few nights ago. I really want to talk about on this episode because I usually have really weird dreams, but this one was just funny.
That's because of the drugs.
Yeah, you know me, just a total druggie. But yeah, my dream I
Absolutely.
had, it was like a. You guys know Stephen Colbert?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a dream he was like doing like a skit on like his shows, and in one scene he bends over, and his legs like represent the twin towers, and then a plane just like goes right up and explodes in his ass.
Why are you having these sexual fantasies? Of
I mean, let's be real. That sounds like a skit she'd do.
It really, honestly, we're talking therapy level things here. Like, is there something you want to get across to the group that we just?
Is
don't
there something
know
you
yet?
know that we don't?
But then there's like I can't remember how the punchline went, but it went something like, "Oh, I wish 9/11 was real" or something like that.
This is a great way to start a
We got news
podcast.
for
I just
you.
want to say, we've gone about
Yeah.
5 minutes in, and we're already canceled. It's wonderful.
It sounds like childhood trauma coming out.
It's
in a
gotta be a new
joke format.
record or something.
It's not the
That's where
first.
this is coming. Yeah.
As like,
Childhood trauma mixed with conspiracy theories.
even though I'm like Canadian, A, I'm Canadian, B, I was way too young to experience 9/11. I still have dreams about 9/11 every often. It's so weird.
I mean, you've watched enough videos growing up. You should know everything that
I
happened.
was in
true,
New
yeah.
York when that shit. My mom almost died in 9/11. Actually.
Oh shit.
I wish she
So,
did.
my mom was a fuck you. My mom was a banker, and she had a meeting in the Twin Towers. And then she went in, and then she stopped at Dunkin' Donuts to get a coffee. And then while she stopped to get a coffee because she was already kind of late, the first plane hit, and she was like, "Dunkin' Donuts saved my life." So I'm like, awesome. But yeah, I
wish-
was like,
You
I
now
was in
forever
like,
have a customer.
Honestly,
I was in
Dunkin'
like
Donuts
first
should have
grade
been
when it happened.
fucking shut down a long
That's
time
why I
ago.
go eat donuts every day.
So, Fallen, how much of myself am I allowed to be here?
All.
Yes.
84%.
Like, I need to know before I just say some shit.
2.3%.
Did you not hear what I was just
We're-
talking about?
This is
Does it
still-
help?
Hey,
I
this
didn't
is,
know
this is
you-
your stuff.
We're still promoting Echo Esports here, so like
Yeah, this is a
all right?
sponsored episode.
And was
Like, I need to know
If I
just
told
how
you that
much.
too late to pull out of this
Be
shit.
your full self on camera.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's easy. I can do that.
Dallas has managed to bring up 9/11 for like the last 4 episodes. So
Yeah,
Well,
it
he
seems to
said he
be-
was Canadian, so I really wanted to call him a snow Mexican, but I wasn't sure if I was allowed.
Hyper-obsessed.
I mean, it's
I
summer,
grew up-
so there's no snow this season. So I'm just Mexican.
Not yet. If you live in Alberta, you never know.
Yeah. But yeah, someone said Echo, which is an esport. Is that correct?
In the esport? No.
Esport.
Wrong.
We
You
are
are
not-
wrong
I-
already.
I have
Not an
a
e-sport.
question for all of you.
Okay.
We're talking about
Wow.
esports. What is
Sure.
what is the one game that is esported that you cannot fucking stand? Like whether
Oh,
it's community or
Fortnite.
like the game itself.
110%.
Yeah, 100% Fortnite.
Mhm.
I feel
I-
that.
Makes sense.
I am of extremely firm belief that I think that CS:GO is the most toxic one.
That's very. Oh, well, you're
It's
not.
extremely
far off.
toxic.
You're not far off.
It is the worst.
Nobody asked
Like
for
I
that.
will
That's
deal
nobody
with
asked.
children, but like you, like a average like competitive like CS:GO lobby, you will hear levels of obscenities you've never heard in your life.
You
You'll
obviously
learn
did not
languages.
play Call of Duty.
You haven't joined Valorant yet.
2009 Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Brad
And I
never
was gonna
played Call
say,
of
like,
Duty.
League of Legends is terrible for their fucking, like, that's toxic.
What is the majority of League of Legends text chat?
That defined.
Yeah,
like,
a League of Legends tech
that's
chat is
just-
bad, but like I think my experience with League, it's like it gets like really shit in the low elo, and then like gold plat, it's fine, and then once you get into like challenger level, it goes to a level that's not
so what
seen,
you're-
because if in the
what-
first 4 minutes, if you don't have 10 kills, 3 people have surrendered, and they're not letting you surrender.
What
Like,
you're
they're just staying
explaining
in
to
base.
me is everybody in the top level of any fucking esports I've ever been a fucking part of. I'll tell you this now, from the olden days of being a part of mobile games, being a part of fucking console games, being a part of fucking PC games, I will tell you right now that every single top level of those gaming experiences think they're the shit. They think they're better than everybody that ever was, and they deserve so much because of it.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, Gypsy. And
And
co-host
they're all
Gypsy.
unequivocally wrong.
Co-host me.
'Cause
Yeah,
the
fuck whoever you're talking about. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
So
And
anyway,
the game we
Dallas,
were
what's
talking
his
about was
question?
Jack and Dexter.
So Dallas, why do you want Stephen Colbert to shove a plane up his ass? Let's discuss.
Oh yeah. You missed my dream. I was talking about earlier, Gypsy.
Dallas
I
doesn't
don't-
believe in 9/11 apparently
Wish
via
we
Colbert.
all missed the
Yeah,
dream.
well, you know what? Look, I'm just gonna say there's been a non-zero amount of 9/11 mentions in this show. So if Dallas doesn't actually believe it happened, I could believe.
There's already been like 3 mentions actually this show. So
Welcome to today's episode of the
Oh.
podcast where we discuss 9/11 conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
But in long story short, I had a dream that Stephen Colbert did a skit where he bent over and pretended his legs were twin towers, and a plane just like exploded in his
fuck?
ass.
That's quite a dream. That's quite a dream.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
a pretty
how
solid
detailed-
dream.
How detailed was his ass in the stream?
It was like America's
Asking
ass.
real questions.
Yeah, very
Like
American ass.
America's ass.
Yeah, it looked like America.
Was he in fact in the
As
nude,
his
or was
body
this
painted is the
still?
American flag.
Was there like full penetration or?
Well, the shot was like in front of him, so I only saw it like
Oh,
I didn't
from
see
okay.
see-
you don't
I didn't
saw it
see
from
whether
the-
it penetrated it or not.
there's
Yeah,
no
you talk to the
explosion.
cameraman.
But it's your brain, you know. There's that
There's-
image somewhere.
There's literally
Did-
no detonation, right?
Did
I
he
think
give
that
it
this
face?
might
Jet
be
fuel
a,
can't melt my ass.
here's where I'm thinking.
Prove me
I
wrong.
think that this is a actual problem. Like being a therapist for you here, I think you're not getting to explode enough on your own, right? If we're looking at a close,
I think he just wants to take it up the ass from Stephen Colbert.
I mean,
Or I want
maybe
to. Maybe I just want to watch Stephen
Where's
Colbert
your
take it up the ass. You know.
he just hasn't exploded to Stephen
His
Colbert.
dream is Stephen
taking it
Colbert
up
being a
the
pillow
ass.
princess for a 747.
Well, it brings me
The
to my
happy
next.
medium there is he's not knowing where his ass is and
Yeah.
where Stephen Colbert is.
Do you think? Stephen Colbert is top or bottom?
For you,
It
obvious.
depends. His
He's a
character that he
bottom.
did on
Rock up
Comedy
your ass.
Central
He look-
is 1,000% a bottom. Him,
might
I'd
be a bottom,
probably
yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Okay, which of the late night hosts do you think are top and bottoms? Let's go into this discussion.
Conan is a top.
That sounds like
Conan
a
is
really
absolutely. Yeah.
How are we segmenting?
James Corden is a pillow princess.
Yes.
Wait, who just joined?
Oh, it's Brock.
Brock
From November
Nizzler.
Down.
I mean,
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
you give Jonah Hill vibes.
So Brock, what's
You give Jonah Hill
Rip.
vibes.
Rip.
so Brock?
we have-
Brock, would you take a 747 up the ass?
Oh no!
Oh
I don't
no.
know if that's all I hear immediately.
Oh no!
What if you saw Stephen Colbert do it? Would you do it afterwards? Is peer pressure a thing for you?
Not really. But isn't the 747 an air?
Yeah,
Yes.
Unfortunate.
full passenger logs and everything, captain as well, and it's just you pants down on a runway.
How
You
much
seem
spit
really
would it
invested.
take for us to get it in your ass?
How much spit?
Yes. How much spit to get it to fit in your ass is the question.
I don't think you understand the law of conservation of mass.
No, I don't think you understand Dallas's dream.
How
He-
much
he had
would
a
it
dream this
cost
happened.
for a Boeing 747 to turn you into a Muppet? How much? The world's loosest finger puppet.
The people are looking for answers and you are not supplying.
Yeah, we need to know from Brock Nielsen himself.
It would take a
Definitely.
lot of infrastructure.
I don't
to
think
even
that this is
There,
where
there
we
would
were
we,
going
we
with
could
the
make like
podcast
a
topic.
construct.
like
Brock, it'll be fine. What we'll do is we'll put you at the end of the runway. We'll put a funnel there, and then it'll just have a really big run up, and it'll just kind of cram in.
Okay,
Okay.
is the wing included though? I feel like that's gonna hurt.
It's
At that
got to be. Well, no,
Yeah,
the idea is the main body gets in. He grabs the wings and takes off with everybody on board. That's the real big suck in, and then we're good.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd be interested in that.
The views for the people
The
wouldn't be the
views
best.
that would
Admittedly,
everyone would click on that. You know, that could get us famous.
the world's crunchiest Twinkie.
This is how we get on stage, man.
I'm here at Newark International Airport. We have a funnel and a 747. Let's do it, Brock. Assume the position.
Can I ask you a question?
He ran
That's
away.
I don't know if anyone's asked this before.
What the fuck's
Stephen
going on?
Colbert. Why is his name pronounced Colbert and not Colbert?
Because he's French Canadian.
He's French Canadian, so it
Is he
sounds.
actually? I didn't know that.
I thought he was American.
Oh,
Nope. His character plays like he is American, but no, he's actually French Canadian.
well, if he was
Okay, that
American,
makes
he would
sense.
pronounce it as Colbert.
Probably.
If he was American, he would
That
have
would've been
like
like
a
the
bald eagle screech.
I wouldn't like the funniest like plot twist.
Steve.
It would have been like, actually, guys, I have a confession to make. It's actually Colbert.
I have a confession
like,
to make,
20
and he
years
just
ago.
pulls down his pants, and you just see like the pilot,
He was
the
born
pilot hat pop out of his pants.
Yeah. Anyway, anyone else had weird dreams?
I'm gonna have
I
him
never
tonight.
remember my dreams.
Have them tonight.
Cool. Well, let's move on to our next
Yeah.
topic here.
Wonderful.
So I think Newdori asked if there's a game that they would rather not have an esports community. However, what's a game that's not in an esports community that you would love to have in?
What's a game that doesn't have an esports community that
That
should
you'd
have
like
an
to see
esports?
have it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Candy
Nintendo.
Crush Saga.
Nintendo.
That's so
My
true.
fucking dog will beat the shit out of your dog.
Oh yeah, we're
No,
bringing
but,
back dog fights. That's good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's the only version of that in which something's not actually dying.
Honestly, there's the game. It's old as fuck. It's a game mode. So I don't know how many of you ever played. Like I think it's like Assassin's Creed 3 or 4 that has it. But it's the multiplayer mode where you have to assassinate other people, but you can disguise yourself as other NPCs, and you have to try to find them and kill them.
Yeah, I think I know what he's
It's
talking
like,
about.
It's like
Like
Guess Who
Hitman's on
before
3.
Guess Who was a thing, but it's like everybody's hunting different people, and you get like points if you get them, and if you lose points. And I'm like, this would be an amazing fucking game for esports because it's for some reason I'm like, you can just imagine some asshole just figuring out like the most optimal way to kill fuckers. Oh, it'd be wonderful. Like some people
Esports
just
team
running
on
along
Prop Hunt.
rooftops while some guy is just sitting there in the corner going, "Oh god, oh god, oh god."
Here's one that I would actually like enjoy watching. That would be which would be Minecraft.
Kingdom Hearts.
There is an esports community for Minecraft.
Is there?
I know
Yeah.
there's a speed running community, but I don't know if that would be. I don't think that's considered esports.
I would argue Minecraft Monday was Minecraft esports.
It was, and they still have somewhat those type of.
Yeah, they do like have the Minecraft championships that takes place that like fucking creators do, but like literally like the best PvPers in the world were in that. So it's like
Okay.
Why does-
Technically, that was indeed a thing.
I feel like the obvious esports one would be EA Sports, and they just like they have their own sports league of like their sports games.
yeah, they
I
have
know
that as
some
well.
of them. I know some of them do. I know NHL
FIFA does.
does. I don't know.
FIFA
Does
would-
does.
FIFA as well?
Oh my
Yeah,
god! You
FIFA
know,
does
I
as
changed
well.
my mind. I would have loved to see like a Skate 3 esports team.
No, you know what? Fuck
That'd
it.
be cool.
SSX3. Fuck it. Let's go old
Yeah.
school. I don't like the new. Fuck the new one.
Alpha Fury.
Absolutely. Bass Pro Fishing.
Yeah. There we go.
Just
Cabela's
give me an
Wing Hunt.
FPS. Just give me an
Doom 3.
FPS that has like Saints
Never played
Row
Doom.
style mechanics.
You guys can at least deal with Doom 3. Not the remake, the original Doom 3. That's what you get. Fuck you.
Take Doom 3.
Dude, you know what
Yeah.
the fucking esports, like the high end people, I can't cope with. I tried watching a Quake League, and I couldn't keep track. It's the most insane movement wise. I don't know how anyone gets a shot. It's boggling. It's like you look at it and you see their mouse and it's barely moving, but their fucking mouse is like doing like a 720, shooting with a rocket launcher, jumping, killing one guy, pulling out a railgun, killing another. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
You playing Halo?
No, it's like Quake Champions.
It's a railgun.
Yeah.
Immediate
They
thought
they,
was Halo.
they break it. They break the sound barrier on a constant basis. I would love. I think that like what? Okay, similar question. What community do you think has an esports league that fucking shouldn't? It's like this isn't a fucking hard game. Why is this an esport?
Or maybe Among Us. That would be a good esports game.
Oh God. Oh
No, I
yes,
think
let's
there
make
I think there have been tournaments and stuff for that, but never like an official league or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
like also yeah. Let's make Among Us more toxic. That sounds
Yeah.
wonderful.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you use the
Alright.
med-based skip, you can bypass 3 minutes of the game.
Oh my God. Can you imagine
bully the
like
most
it's
people
a game for like $100,000 and you get imposter? You're like, all I gotta do is kill like 3 people, and immediately like, hey, so if this guy's imposter, he's gonna win the money. Let's just vote him out. And just the fucking rage. Oh,
Yeah. Metagaming would definitely be a thing.
oh,
Something
metagaming
like
would
that.
be the only thing here. It'd just be like some dude flipping his fucking table because he was 1 kill away from winning.
And oh yeah, let's not forget Fall Guys. That would be a good one. Unless that's already a
There
thing.
is a fall there. Yep, Fall
Oh,
Guys esports
sweet.
thing.
Well, there you go. I'm just so ignorant then.
What if there was an esports for this very niche game? It's called Fortnite. I
Yeah, oh
believe.
yeah.
Nah,
Fortnite's
I hear
actually-
all the kids play that. They're too
I
young
really
to
wonder
participate in
if
esports.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, they-
so
niche game
weird
called
to think.
Valorant. What about that game called Valorant? I never heard of
Fuck that
that.
game.
It is so fucking weird to think that Fortnite made so many people under the age of 18 actual fucking millionaires.
Millionaires.
Oh yeah.
It's despicable. It's just
like millionaires.
disgusting.
Imagine you were 14. Like, pick yourself back to what you were at 14. Imagine somebody gave you an audience of like 20,000 people and like $1 million, like a 6-figure a month income. What does that do to you at 14 years old?
How many Uncrustables I would have had?
Asshole.
Yeah, I'd be able to afford the crust this time.
We can afford the crust, Mom. There was a
fucking Daniels and
there was a
Uncrustables.
fucking story I read where it was this kid. He was like 15 years old, and he wound up making a shit ton of money off of like Fortnite videos. Like he was getting like, I think he had like a couple million subscribers. He was getting 100,000 views. So like he was making like, he's making decent money.
Yeah.
And there was a moment where he figured out that he was making more than his mom and dad combined, like a
playing the video
year
game.
per month.
Yeah.
Like he was making both their yearly salaries a month in the game. And
How old are
and
you?
he was like 15.
No, how old
and
are you?
I'm 28.
So is this like a
God, you're
form
old.
of regret that you're looking in on? Like,
It's not like a form of
we-
regret,
we
but it's
do
like
like
it's
Are we
insane to
doing like
think.
an introspective look into your life where we're like, hey,
Yeah.
man, he could have been that Fortnite champion. It's like,
No,
my
I
mom
never
and
could
dad
have been. I
would have
never could have
allowed
been.
me to. No.
It's just insane to think of, just like, because like I said, I'm 28. When I was 14, think about the ways in which I could have made $1 million. It's not a lot of ways that are legal.
Yeah, but we didn't have those back
There's
then.
a lot of ways that were illegal
No.
too. There's so many things.
True.
that
When
all-
was that?
right.
When was esports founded?
A long time ago.
Oh, it was a long time, but it's been I think
was like back
concentration
in the
kind of
90s.
pushed it.
Oh, okay.
Concentration pushed it into a new fucking realm.
Yeah, and that didn't really get started until what, mid 2000s?
20. I would
about
say the
original esports were done on
20
consoles.
Yeah.
Just the invention of
old
deathmatch did
esports
it.
league of stuff
That
was
is where LAN tournaments became a thing because you had them all connected to the fucking LAN cable.
yeah.
yes, sir.
Mm.
It was not PCs that led the console or the
No,
actual
that was
esports race.
PlayStation the whole way until
No,
Xbox
the
started to come in.
Halo 2 lobbies. The old. Yeah.
You can get into PlayStation versus Xbox. I don't care. It's console. PC is master
Well,
race now.
speaking of which, what side does the Echo team take part of? Did they take on PlayStation or Xbox?
Oh,
PC Master Race.
Yeah, so our
every game
competitive
is
team for Valorant is PC. I don't know what everybody plays in their spare time for games. I know I have a
PC.
PS4 still.
I'm
That's the only console other than my Switch that I have, but
I have a
Yeah.
lot of insight into the community, and from what I've seen, it is very almost 50-50 split on the people that were like, yeah, we prefer Xbox. And most of the time, it's versus controller over and console.
mouse and keyboard.
So, like, when you get
On the
into the
game, yeah.
and your exclusives, you get your PC or not your PC, your PlayStation fanboys. They're all over the fucking exclusives and what you can do with the fucking system based off of inclusivity. But where you get your Xbox boys, they're usually they say we like the way that the console works or we like the fucking controller. They look at specs and everything over clout and the inclusivity.
Hmm.
So that's where you find
Name is not quality. Name is quantity.
That's
Yes.
true though. I am like a hyperbole gamer, so I do play from both PC and console.
I started out
Who
firmly
plays the
on
game?
console, and
I'll
then
take
once
it.
I got the PC, I
Yeah.
never went back.
Yeah, same way. I grew up on Xbox the whole way through it, every generation, and then as soon as I got a PC, they've done nothing but collect dust and hold down the object it was
I think
sitting on.
The only console I would get is solely for its exclusives is PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like I want to play the Spider-Man games, like the new God of War game. I think like they have better exclusives.
That was yeah.
And Xbox is like
We have
A
Halo.
lot of their stuff comes across the PC as soon as it comes out on
Yeah.
Xbox.
That's
Although
what
that
Xbox
is
says.
gonna
We have Halo.
that is gonna eventually happen with PlayStation as well. A lot of their games
Yeah,
are starting
they're
to come to
starting to
PC
come
now, but they are still making it so that I think it's 3
Like a
years
year.
exclusivity to console
Yeah.
or something like that. So
That's
any
the whole point though. Like and I've still always found any game that you can tell me that you can't play on a PC, I can find for you and play it on a PC. You
yeah,
could
it's
have
just because it hasn't been ported yet or there's not a emulator for it yet.
there's not a legal way to get the game, fine. Doesn't matter to me. I will find the game, I will play it on my PC. My PC can do anything that a console can do. So why are consoles even a fucking question anymore?
I think genuinely
Because
consoles
some
are
people don't
only
want to spend 2K on a PC.
Yeah.
That's
Not to
fair.
mention
But
the
the
fact
amount of
of
money
like
you put into a console plus
Mhm.
games and all of that stupid shit. I mean, what new gen consoles are $600 to $800, give or
600.
take.
600.
You can get an entry level PC for $500 to $700
I can
that
build
will
you one
outperform
today.
that console all fucking night.
Here's the
And then
problem
if
though.
you want to upgrade it,
It's
you
not
just
just-
upgrade it rather than having to get a whole brand new console
Exactly.
when
You
the
can
next one
throw
comes out.
parts at it when you have money instead of waiting 10 years for a console that's going to give you the same
This is-
FPS, the same
If
quality. You're getting a newer case and more storage. That's
If you
it.
really want to get into hustler mode, I about guarantee you in your area, I can help you build your own PC for around $300 to $400, and it'll be all the parts the $600 PC or $700 PC is doing. But it's going to be used. It's not brand new. You're not
Yeah, I
buying
mean, you can go get an old Office desktop, throw a cheap motherboard in there, run as DDR4, throw a Ryzen 5 in there, a 1080 Ti, and you're pushing out plenty of FPS for any game that you play. You throw 1 TB in there, you're good for as long as you're not downloading like Destiny and shit like that. I mean, you're good for 10 plus games.
And it
You're
also is
not
going to
gonna get
depend upon
bored.
what you're. It's also going to depend upon what you're playing on as well. If you are
Yeah.
wanting to play in 4K, that is still technically made to be a little bit easier on console, especially cost wise.
because
But
consoles have upscaling.
yeah, but it's
Yeah, but you
still
get no benefit from playing in 4K compared to 1080.
Yeah.
A little bit more crisp.
It also
in
depends
the
upon
distance.
what you're playing.
Then we're arguing about what you take from a game. If you take a game and you like, I want to have the rep, because here's the other thing you have to think about. Like, yeah, I could spend $500 on a PC. I also have to get the mouse, I have to get the keyboard, I have to get the screens, I have to make sure that everything is working well. I have to make sure I have a stable internet connection to download the games. Whereas if you have a console, you know, if you live in a place where if you live in a place where like there's not a lot of fucking internet or anything, just get a console, get the disc, pop it in, you're good.
Yeah, but don't most
That's
consoles
gonna-
these days you have to have Wi-Fi to download new games?
There
Aren't
not
console
necessarily.
options becoming very limited?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. They do still make the physical copies of games sold because there are people in places that just do not have the internet to download them. So it's just like,
yeah, but the
don't get
internet
me
is still
wrong.
often used to
Yeah.
download updates and that kind of stuff on those games.
Plus,
like
all
don't
my
get me
friends are
wrong.
on the
By the way,
internet.
I'm very much in the opinion of like, yeah, fuck it. I don't understand why Sony and Microsoft are still trying to make consoles when they can literally just make the games and save the cost, because they're
I mean,
just
at a recent trial hearing, Microsoft literally basically admitted they lost the console race.
yeah.
Damn.
And
They said, "Fuck it, we lost this."
Their very last two consoles, for what they're worth, when they were released, was very high-end technology. I'm not gonna lie. It's already been outshadowed by your prices that you can buy a brand new PC for right now at at exactly the cost, and you can do a tremendous amount more. The biggest thing I have with consoles is that my same problem with fucking Apple. It's my same problem with fucking any of your streamlined fucking. Everybody says, "Hey, here, this is our network, and we want to run it just this." PlayStation has admitted and run it every single time that they want to be like the Apple of the console world. They want to be exclusive to just PlayStation. Fortnite fucking forced them into playing
Crossplay and that kind of stuff.
crossplay. That was literally like Fortnite built cross-platform games for all of us. And they came to Apple, or they came to PlayStation and said, you know, we have all these mobile competitors, even Apple in on this, and they were even more exclusive than PlayStation at the time, and said, if you don't want to be a part of it, we'll just pull the game from your network. That's fine. And PlayStation said, yeah, no, that's fine. We'll play.
Oh yeah, I mean, you threaten anybody big with, "Hey, you're gonna lose money," they're gonna hop on it.
After that, PC genuinely did become the place to play all of your games, to make all of your decisions. To if you want to move product, if you want to actually be a part of the up and coming, you're always going to be on a PC. The console is now a back thought, and they're competing in a network that's not worth competing in anymore, besides exclusive games or potentially ease of access. If you want to
Well,
give
even with
your grandpa a gaming console because now he doesn't know what's going on, you know, grandpa can get his own Xbox, but like that's where we're at. You're either in with the times or you're not.
Yeah. Well, Xbox has tried to go in with that because I know on the newer gen consoles there are certain games that you can plug a keyboard and mouse into, and it's fine. It's compatible. It'll play. You can use it just like a desktop. I don't know about PlayStation on that aspect. I'm going to assume no, just given who they are.
They've
But I
tried
do
in
know
the
you
past.
can do it on
They've,
Xbox.
they've tried in the past to kind of. I know for I think it was PlayStation 3, they had like a separate remote you could get that had basically a keyboard to it. But I think that mainly ended up being used for like media controls for when you were using it to watch like movies and that kind of stuff. It wasn't really for game functionality.
Important,
No, all of the new consoles have KBM support. So
I wouldn't be surprised if PS5 does.
Ever since the PlayStation fucking I think 4 and Xbox One X, they've had KBM support for most games like Fortnite and Call of Duty. Like there's a lot of people that complained in tournaments where somebody was running a Xbox One X and they were running KBM, or somebody else was playing in the console war race in that tournament and they were running a controller in their PlayStation 4. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that was a big issue for a while. And ever since then, we've had KBM support. People just recognize the way that those systems work versus an actual PC, and that's why they get separated.
So I get that everyone here knows a lot about their video games and consoles, but I want to ask Slap and PozR, how well do they really know video games here? And to start with that, I'm gonna give PozR and Slap a 10 question ultimate video game quiz brought to you by CBC Kids. And
CBC
kids.
Hell yeah.
If you're in Canada, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Canadian BBC.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing, but if you're in Canada, you know.
So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys 10 questions here, and if you guys have most of them right, then you can clarify yourselves as true gamers, as compared to any other gamers out there. So you guys better be knowledgeable for these
Shit, I'm
first
out.
questions.
I'm sure this will be hilarious.
All right.
Slap's
Let's give her
already.
a
He's got cheats on this.
All right, here we go. Question 1. Which character is in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate? Tracer, Captain Falcon, or Miss Pac-Man?
Buzzer that in, because I was a Nintendo kid growing up,
Uh-huh.
so
I was
I've
not.
kept up to that. I've kept up with that a little bit, even though I haven't played most of the most recent ones. The answer was B, Captain Falco.
Is that your final answer?
It is indeed.
Okay. You got it. Captain Falcon is one of the main characters you can fight in the Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, but Tracer and Miss Pac-Man are not in the game.
I would
Tracer
like
would
to
be
know.
Overwatch.
I would like to know that he actually failed because he said Captain Falco. It's Falcon. with
Listen,
an N
I am
into it.
having fun here. I wanted to put some Riz on the name.
Oh, he.
By taking
Yeah,
away the last letter.
Slap with that hairline, you ain't got no riz.
Okay,
Damn.
okay, Zeno.
The only reason this matters is because there actually is a character named Falco in Smash Brothers. He's
Oh
the
yeah,
bird
that's true.
true.
The bird buddy for
Yeah, and
Fox.
they're different characters.
True, true. But he's
Yeah.
not Captain Falco. He's just Falco.
That's okay. I'll let
Exactly,
that
yeah,
I'll let
Captain
that slide
Falcon?
for
I got
now.
my eye on you.
And
That's
then-
all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
All right, next question here. How many Pokemon species are there? Pick which number is the closest. 500, 700, or 900?
900.
Is that your
Logan's got it
final?
right.
I think it's at this point. It's over.
It's over
is it
1,000.
It's
Officially,
almost
if you're
1,000.
if you're including the most recent games, yes, it is over 1,000. I think it's like 1,026.
If you count the
Yeah.
original that only matter, it's 161. But if we're going off all this new stuff, it's
151.
over 1,000.
151.
At least 100
Those are couldn't even get that right.
or more to see to be a Pokemon.
All right, so 900 is
151
your
there was
final answer?
Yep.
That's correct. There are currently 898 different species of Pokemon, and more
That
are
is
being
so
added.
outdated.
That is outdated.
That's outdated.
That is outdated by 200. I think that's
Yeah,
two-
there's
that's,
there's 1010.
there's,
there's 1010.
2 generations. That's
It
2
doesn't-
generations, I think. Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh wait, well it
that's
says
updated by.
last updated April 12, 2022. So
They didn't
Yeah,
update
that
the
was
right
before Scarlet and Violet came out. So yeah,
okay,
there's
that's
been a new
better for them.
generation since then.
All right, we'll take note of that then for the next following questions. Which of the following insects is not available to catch in Animal Crossing New Horizons? Is
Fuck.
it morning cicada, rice
Cicada.
grasshopper, or Goliath beetle?
Can I get those
Cicada.
options
It's
again?
fucking cicada. Is what it's-
Did he just call it a Sasaka?
Yes, he did.
I've never seen it before, so I don't know what.
No,
it
I'll give you that. It is spelled weird, but yeah, it's pronounced cicada.
Yeah.
is.
Welcome to America.
Anyway, what was your answer?
Can I hear what the answers were again?
Morning cicada, rice grasshopper, or Goliath beetle?
I think I know the answer to this
I'm
because I dated somebody who played this fucking game.
Yeah,
I've never played
I-
it. I'm gonna say grasshopper.
Mm. Is that your
yeah, I'm in the same boat as PozR. I'm gonna say the same thing.
Grasshopper, is that your final answer?
Sure.
Might as well be.
Oops. Both the rice grasshopper and the Goliath beetle are insects you can catch in Animal
the cicada.
Crossing New Horizons, but the morning cicada is definitely not one of them.
Cicada.
Okay.
You say it wrong again.
The morning cicada sounded like something that would be in there based upon what little I do know of that game.
Yeah, don't worry. The morning cicada's not in there either.
Yeah, I actually know Animal Crossing. You guys could have
At
asked.
some point, he's going to go so far wrong. The morning sriracha.
I would have helped you change.
All right, next question here. This one's gonna be a real brain stumper here. What is the name of Ratchet's robot friend? Is it Crunk? Is it Clank? Or is it Clacker?
Clearly, it's Clacker.
You know that famous game, Ratchet and Clacker.
Yeah.
Blanca.
Fucking God. It just sounds like a derogatory
That
term
sounds like
for
a
Clank.
Alex, you steal this
It's what you
quiz
call a
from AI.
Terminator to hurt his fucking feelings. You fucking
Get away
clacker.
from me, you fucking clacker.
It's just the Arnold Schwarzenegger robot shed a tear like, you
You know
hurt
what
my
clacker
robot
is?
feelings.
Get to the chopper.
Answer would be calm.
I'm more than my
Anyway, you
planking.
guys figure out your answers yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
His name is Philip.
All right. So what's your answer? What's your answer here?
Blank.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Nailed it. Yes, Ratchet's sidekick and friend is a robot named Clank. They traveled the universe fighting bad guys. They've actually
It's
appeared
nice to
in
know
over
this is-
16 games together.
Yeah. One of
Oh
them
yeah,
is
true.
good.
Because they've
All right, here
only
we go.
one. Are we sure
Only
about
one.
that? I don't know. I haven't played any
counted.
of the games, so I wouldn't know.
I counted. It's only one.
I've only played the demo of the first one and a demo of the second one and a demo of the third one.
I will say, if you want to play a better version of Ratchet and Clank, just play the Jack and Daxter games. They're
Yeah.
way-
Yeah,
I love them. I
That's
love
true.
both.
Jack,
of them.
honestly,
Jack and
Ratchet
Daxter
and
is just a
Clank
better
and Jack and
version of
Daxter,
Ratchet and
the
Clank.
best.
I won't
Yeah.
Jack
lie.
and Daxter was
Not
so
wrong.
good.
I'm actually
I
streaming
want
that
to
after
like get
this.
an emulator and download it again so I can play it.
I've never heard of that game. What's it about?
Jack
It's
and
about a guy
Daxter?
named Jack and fucking
And he
Jack
has like a
and
ferret
his
thingy
fucking
that's named
ferret.
Daxter.
Let's
His
finish
perverted
this quiz.
ferret,
they fight
Jackster.
all the clackers in
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not
the
wrong.
clacker, I
It's not
remember.
wrong.
Yeah.
We have to destroy all. God, I
I'm
can't wait
pretty
to play
sure they only
destroy all
missed one
clackers.
question. There are
We're getting
so
a
far,
fucking
you're a
response
gamer.
from Chat GPT. I feel offended by using the term clacker.
Clack and Daxter.
Jack and Clacker.
Clack and Daxter.
Yeah, there you go.
Clack
All right.
and
Anyway,
Daxter.
which
I know
one
it's
of these?
not an insult
Jack
yet,
and
but I'm
Daxter?
making it feeling like it more and more.
Yeah. On to our next question here. Which of these is not a Mario Kart 8 track? Is it Lollipop Desert, Dolphin Shoals, or Twisted Mansion?
Oh, this is fucking easy.
It would be myself. I don't know.
I have not played Mario Kart in probably about 10 years.
Would you like a hint? Would you like a hint?
Sure, I'll take
Alright.
a 50-50 here.
All right,
Yeah.
okay. So I'll tell you with 100% certainty, the dolphin one is real because it's giving me a fucking aneurysm.
I figured that
Sounds
one.
about right.
So you have either one about lollipops or one on Luigi's Mansion.
Mhm.
Said he gave you a 50-50 and turned it into a 100-100. So
Yeah, so something tells me Nintendo wouldn't want too many lollipops in their game.
Yeah. All right. So
Oh.
what's your answer? Which one of these is not? a
Lollipop
Mario-
Desert.
Lollipop Desert, I think it
Okay.
was.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, you got it. Dolphin Shoals and Twisted Mansion are real tracks in Mario Kart 8. Lollipop Desert sounds kind of yummy, but it's not a track in the game.
There is a desert map. There is multiple desert maps in there. However, I think one of them is made of cheese, and the other one
Yep.
just is a swirling
Oh,
vortex.
did you hear
of
about
pain.
them having a Vancouver track coming out soon?
Yes, and apparently there's a couple of nods to the arena that the 2010 Olympic hockey tournament was played in there.
Oh yeah. I can't.
Yes.
Wait.
By the way, if you ever want to just watch a person actually have a stroke out of sheer rage, just play Dolphin Shoals and get 2 blue shells on the third lap. Just
Rip Newdori.
That's so
first
true.
to fucking fifth, you piece.
All right, next to our very esport gaming question here. Which of the following is not a Fortnite dance or emote? Is it the caterpillar roll, the golf clap, or the bear hug?
So I know
should
yours
know
is
the answer to
outdated
this.
because all of those are.
All right, which ones do you think it is?
I'm gonna say bear because that sounds like that would have been what was added last if Newdori is correct.
Mm-hmm. Is that your
PozR, you got any insight?
No, I was doing team stuff. I wasn't even listening. That is all on me. I was managing the Valorant team. I'm sorry.
I guess it's on me then. Final answer.
All right, here we go. Bear hug is
No.
close. The golf clap and bear hug are both emotes in Fortnite, but the caterpillar roll is fake. Doesn't sound like it would be a funny emote. Can caterpillars even roll? All right,
So I
next
can say with a
question.
confidence there is
Some of the
something
ones that
very
I killed
similar.
that's the ones that I killed as a kid. I made them roll.
I knew that one because I had both the golf clap and the bear hug.
All right, now for another brain stumper here. What is the name of the dinosaur that Mario has been known to ride? Is it Yubachi?
Guys, it's just give up. It's an impossible question.
Is it
that old
Yubachi?
niche game, fucking Mario?
So is it Yubachi, Hinoki, or Yoshi?
Oh my god.
The answer is God. I can't fathom who this test is for. I genuinely I can't. Is this for like 80-year-old grandmas to prove that
to be
they're
fair,
hip?
if you guys somehow get this wrong, I'm really questioning you about you guys being on the game.
If you get this wrong, you're banned from the
here's a very
server.
hyper-specific question about Animal Crossing that you would only know if you played that specific Animal Crossing.
Who the fuck Mario ride?
Yeah. Well, even like the
the
Mario
character that
Kart one.
also has like 4 fucking games named after it.
Yeah.
So have you guys
It's like going up to someone, asking them a trigonometry question and saying, okay, second question, what's 2 + 2?
You really gotta
so
stop outsourcing your work to ChatGPT, bro.
Yeah. So you guys
Off the
pick
top of my head, I can think of better questions than
we're
that.
giving you guys lots of times to think about this. Did you choose an answer yet?
The answer is Peach.
No, the answer is Bowser. I've seen DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bowser. That's what. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He
Just to get
rides
this one
it
out of the
all right.
way.
He rides it all right.
Just to get this one out of the way, let's go with Yoshi.
All right, is that your final answer?
No, it's fucking Yoshihiko. What the fuck?
You got it. Mario sometimes rides a green dinosaur named Yoshi. He first appeared in 19
name. Yoshi. Like, come on, fine.
He says he first appeared in 1990 Super Mario World, but the creators have been thinking about adding an animal for Mario to ride even before that.
And then he fucking kills them. He kills so many of them. It's not even funny. He's so many Yoshis.
Oh, interesting. All right, here's the next question. What is the name of the 4th map released for Among Us? Is it the Citadel, the airship, the Citadel?
The difficulty rating of that is like gonna.
I actually know this though.
The airship or the vault?
The airship.
Okay, what is that your final answer?
Yes.
Nice one. The other 3 maps are called the Skeld, Mira HQ, and Polis. All 3 were released before the airship map.
He's reading off of a script, but
now
I think if he was saying
acting
it,
suspicious.
I'm actually I have no concept of what's going on anymore. I was like
someone vent in here.
I want you to know genuinely, you two, how fucking horrible you've gotten it. When I came in, all I had to do was play him in chess.
Yeah.
You have to take this test. All I had to do was beat his ass.
Actually, you didn't.
I
You
just
didn't. You
showed
didn't
up
beat
one
me.
day.
Fuck you! You literally tricked the PC into giving you a stalemate.
Yeah. Therefore, you didn't win. So.
Fuck off! I had all of my pieces. You had one.
But he didn't lose.
Yeah.
If you
My
get tricked into
earbud
a
is dying,
stalemate,
so
that's
I'm
The,
your
gonna
own
the
jump back
game
on
doesn't
the
lie.
video.
Hate. I feel hate.
Bye, Biz.
Love
Love
you.
it. Love you.
I'm
All
also
right.
gonna go because I have to go and make pixel art on a canvas.
All right. Now for 2 more questions here. Which of the following is not an enemy in Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild? Is it Ice Wizrobe, Golden Chuka, or Black Goblin? He sounds like fucking slurs.
This is all you, Slap.
Well, which is hilarious because I'm actually playing this game on stream right now on the nights that I'm not doing Valorant.
Nice.
So I don't remember exactly what you said for number 2.
The Golden Chuka.
Yeah, that is it. That is not in there.
You haven't seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you
He's
have to
so
I'm
some
pretty close to the end of the game, so I would assume I would have
Look
seen
at
it by now.
It's the hidden enemy, all right? Come
You
on.
are
boss.
correct. You are correct. I'll tell you that right
Your
now.
hidden boss.
Yeah. All right. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
3 times or more.
Good job. There are dozens of enemies in Breath of the Wild, but there isn't one called the Golden Chuka. We just made that up to fool you.
Including like 12 different versions of whatever that last one was that you read out. The Boko Goblin or whatever it's
The Ice
called.
Wizrobe and Black Bokoblin are both in the game.
He's
You're
like
having an
a
aneurysm reading it.
His
drinking game. Take a shot every time Dallas fucks up trying to read.
That
My
was
girlfriend
pronounced
has
as
one
something
brain
like
cell
that,
and does not
impossible.
struggle this bad.
All right. Now for the ultimate last question here. Are you guys ready? This is the $1 million question.
$1 million.
If it's as tough as all the other brain squeezers, I think we're pretty safe here.
Okay. Well, here
Who's
we
the
go.
main character of Super Mario?
Who wears red head and overalls now? Okay, here's the original. Here's the last question. What was the original name of Roblox? Is it Robot Blocks, Buildy Blocks, or Dynablocks?
Mega Blocks.
Yeah, it's obviously
That's not. That's not in.
I'm locking
So-
it in Mega Block.
So, funnily enough, I actually have a couple of nephews who play some Roblox, and I think at some point I've heard the name Dynablocks mentioned in its past history. So I'm going to go with that. That's probably the answer that I'm going to give you. I've been most uncertain about so far, but
You would be correct.
I was
Am
gonna
I
say I'm gonna go
actually?
with that.
Yeah.
I know this.
PozR,
because
you're gonna agree with Dynablocks?
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
agree
right.
with that.
This is your final answer. All right, here we go. You're right. Back when they're making the game, it was first called Dynablocks, but soon after the creators changed the name to Roblox, which means you scored an 8 out of 10. That's a great
Not bad.
score. You definitely know your
That's
video
8%,
game.
That's passing grade.
A great score.
That's a passing game or passing grade. We're fine.
Yeah. There you
We
go.
still graduated.
You guys are
Real
certified.
gamers on our hands here.
Can I tell a semi-funny story about Roblox?
Okay, yes.
Sure.
I have a younger cousin, and apparently her friend that lives by her had noticed when she like logged in one time and remembered her password, so she got into her account, like hacked into her account, and then sold all her like shit that you got for like real money. And so like she
Ooh.
just sold like $100 worth of shit just to be an asshole. And we're
Oh,
talking like these are
no.
probably like elementary school like age kids.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, just like she had to apologize and give my cousin I guess like a $20 Roblox card she had or whatever, and then like some other stuff. All the stuff she had that was to me it's just pretty funny. It's like
Yeah.
Karma at its best.
you gotta think how much does that happen, and like imagine how many people are just like, oh my god, you know you spent all my V-Bucks.
I used
I
to
mean,
scam. I used
I
to
mean, with
scam kids in RuneScape way back in the
Yeah.
day.
I
Yeah.
I used to
I've
scam
had that
kids
happen to
in
me at
Still
one
happens
point.
today.
I've
guess
had
to
that
be
happen
fair,
to me at one point. Plus,
I was
if
I
you
was also a
play
kid.
CS:GO and stuff, the skins and that you can sell for actual money, and some of them go
Yeah.
for quite a hell of a lot. So
Oh yeah.
I'm
they
sure
do.
there's some people who try and hack into accounts like that now and again.
Hell yeah.
So
Did any of you ever
I read
play?
somewhere
There's
that.
like
Oh, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, did any of you ever play the Facebook game Yoville?
Yes.
It is made by the same people that did like Farmville and stuff like that, Zynga. But yeah, it is. I had some sort of like
It's Zynga.
gold farming method on that game, and it wasn't actually gold farming. It was just pretty much like, hey, you transfer all your stuff to me, and then if I click this thing at the exact time, it doubles your money. And all it was is this: I had them send me all their money, like all their gold. So I used to scam people out of that for like quite a bit.
What was that? I can't remember the name I used to play on Facebook all the time. It was like a monster version of like Clash of Clans, but with like monsters. It was pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
the only two games I remember playing off of Facebook back when Facebook games were a thing, as far as I was concerned,
Are they still a
is
thing?
I don't
they
think
they
so.
still exist. I don't know how much actual traction they get.
My mom plays like a gambling game on there where you get real
Yeah,
points so you
they
can redeem for Vegas shit. But
Huh.
Yeah, I played a poker game that was on there, and then there was also like a mafia game that was on there that I played as
Mafia
well.
Wars? Hell
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Yeah, I used to play that on MySpace, and then after a while they stopped updating it on MySpace just because I guess it wasn't the cool platform. And eventually I moved over to Facebook and I saw that okay, this is where they kept developing it. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna restart my character. Fuck this. So I just like, stopped playing the game.
Yeah.
Man, I miss Flash games and stuff.
Newgrounds. The good old days.
I was big into like addicting games and armor games.
Hell yeah.
Those were my two main ones.
Addicting games.
Rip
Hell
Poser.
yeah.
Uh
Fucking Raft Wars, man.
yeah.
Isn't there one
Good
like
time.
the Conquer game or something like that?
Sorry, what was what? The mic audio was terrible.
Sorry.
Someone was
Wasn't there
gobbling
one
on their
called, like,
mic.
Congregate?
Hunger Games?
What?
Congregate, I think. It had like an ant.
Congregate.
Oh no, never
What
mind.
about? No.
Was that like a Flash game? Okay, another Flash game I used to play was Guitar Flash. That was another fun one. It was like Guitar Hero, but it was like a shitty Flash game version. It still
That does
updates to
sound
this day.
interesting.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's amazing
Why?
some of the old games that you can still freaking play. I haven't had my original console that I had when I was a kid growing up was an N64. I haven't had one in years, but thankfully because of emulators and stuff, like I still technically can play a bunch of those games on my computer right now.
Mm.
And I do from time to time.
I
Crazy.
have my parents' 64, their NES, and I have my PS2, 3, 4, and 5.
It's pretty similar to me. I have two NESs actually.
Nice.
Oh, so do I. I have the top loader, and then I have the big fat fuck.
I have just two plain old fat fucks. So, and then I also have the SNES, which is broken right now. But I also have the 64 Wii, PS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
So you've held on to a lot of your consoles over the years.
Yeah, pretty much.
I tried
have
to
the
do
Wii
that for the
somewhere
longest
here.
time, but then there were a couple of points in my life where I had to clean out some stuff a little bit,
Mhm.
get rid of some of the clutter. And actually, like 4 years ago, maybe, like shortly before I moved to where I am now, I found a post from some guy who was looking for like old game stuff, and I ended up trading him a bunch of my old stuff for. That's how I got my Nintendo Switch.
Mm.
Nice.
He probably made out with it better than I did in terms of value. I don't know how much some of that stuff. I know some of that stuff can go for quite a lot, but I mean, like none of that was like brand new box, that kind of stuff. Like it, everything that I owned was stuff that I used, it's stuff that I played, stuff that I enjoyed for a long time. So who knows?
Yeah. What's
But I
the
needed the space, and he was given a free Switch.
Yeah,
hell
that's
yeah?
fair. That's a fair reason to drop shit. Personally, I just like keeping stuff physical, even if here, let me turn on my camera. The wall of games, which is fun.
Yes.
So, over the years. Yay. But obviously I have a bunch of
Yeah,
digital ones,
That's a
like PS4 and
face
5.
reveal.
yeah. I
Oh
used
yeah.
to have something like that, not quite as expansive, but like that.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
like nowadays, I'm
there
so digital. Like all my stuff on PC is obviously digital,
Mhm.
but even my Switch and my PS4, like I do still have some physical games for both of those. When I've been able to try and find some deals, especially for the Switch because Nintendo shit never goes on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but like I live like literally I'm coming to you guys from literally my bedroom. I
Mhm.
could pick up my webcam and do like a quick 360 and show you guys how small my room is, how little space I have for storage and that kind of stuff. So as much as I do enjoy having the physical game,
Mhm.
I just don't have the room for it nowadays.
What
Yeah, that's fair.
what console or I guess console because PC probably doesn't count. What console do you think has the most video games that you own?
That I have ever owned.
Because I can start with mine saying that I have at least 50 games on the PS2.
So I don't think any of my catalogs for specific consoles are that expansive.
Nintendo.
Probably the largest one I have though is for like the Nintendo 3DS because I
Ooh.
picked up because I do actually have a fair number of physical copies for those games. Probably somewhere in the early 20s, and then I've got probably another 10 to 12 in virtuals.
Mm.
Now, some of those are older games, like on the 3DS shop, there was virtual console versions of like some of the original Pokemon games that I picked up before the 3DS shop closed earlier this year. But technically, I have them for that now versus what they were originally for.
Hmm.
So if that counts.
I kind of want to get a 3DS.
I have
Good luck with that.
70. I
Yeah.
got 78 PS2 games on this account.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
games, but that console had a lot of good games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, no, not to mention, it was easier to find because like a lot of these were gotten either like because a lot of this is part of my dad's collection as well, which I just had because I mean, who the fuck plays PS2 nowadays as much?
Yeah.
But
Right.
I can emulate
like I
every
mean,
single game we've
even when
talked
we
about
bought
on
like
my
used.
PC, so it's fine. Even
Ye-
if I
Yeah,
don't
Have you
have
heard
it
about
in my
the
physical collection, I can play it.
Have you heard about the guy who married the PlayStation 2 and
No.
chased
That
him
I
by
have not
law?
heard.
Yeah.
I can believe it though.
Yeah. Not saying I agree with it, but I
Love is
relate.
love, man. Love is love.
I mean, I'm saying I relate to it. You know, I do love the PS2. I don't
PlayStation,
think
more like
I'm.
pussy station. Am I right?
Do you think the PlayStation 2 is top or bottom?
um,
Depends on where the
it's not. Well,
PlayStation logo is.
I get it. I got that joke.
I can know.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
But
terrible jokes aside, let's we're getting closer to the end here. Before we go to our group outro, is there anything that the slap wants to promote? I know that uh PozR just left, but is there anything that slap
Yeah,
wants to promote?
sounds like PozR had to get out of here.
His Wi-Fi disconnected. He
Was
messaged
it?
me. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. He
Damn.
has been having some issues with his internet as of late, so unlucky.
Wouldn't have happened to a console.
No, no, it would not have. But yeah, as far as potentially looking to kind of promote anything, obviously me and PozR being here to kind of promote Echo a little bit. We're hoping to compete for the Valorant team in the upcoming Premier season and start doing some tournaments in the near future. Hopefully, some of those will be broadcasted. Also, our scrims and stuff that we do. In fact, which we just came from one before we came here. We broadcast those on our Discord, which can be found either on Echo's Twitter account or I stream on Twitch. And I have a banner to that below my stream on my channel page. as well as streaming there as well. A couple nights a week, I stream Valorant, some of my ranked games and that kind of stuff. I sometimes stream the scrims there as well, but not as often. And then a couple times a week, I try and take some breaks from Val. You know, not get too burnt out by playing some other stuff. Like I said earlier, right now I'm playing Breath of the Wild on there. Once it comes out a little bit later this month, I'm going to be diving back into Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach when its new DLC comes out on the 25th. So that'll be some stuff that if it sounds like anybody is listening to This Is Cup of Tea, you'll know where to find me.
Awesome. I'll definitely check it out. And now let's go over to our group outro where everyone does their individual outro at the exact same time. Everyone ready?
No.
That doesn't sound like a lot of ready people. That does not sound like a lot of ready people.
Okay, I'm ready. Sorry.
All right, too bad. There we go. Let's do a group outro in 3, and 2, and 1. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a great
We got
watch
listening
or
to the
listen with
podcast.
the
Hope you had a good one here.
Show and Too Many Kills this weekend.
Have a good one
I
next
just
time.
went over to get these this snacks brought to you by these snacks here. So let's go visit
Rattata alone form.
sponsored by
Alone form.
shout out to Clackers.
What?